Hey folks, this is Dr. K, and I'm going to demonstrate the DuckSim application for you. So I've got Eclipse open, and I've got all my classes here on the left. I'm going to go to DuckSim main and run as a Java application. And there it has opened up on the screen. I'm going to press the Create New button. And I'm going to create a new mallard duck. I'm going to give it some bling. I'm going to do that again. And I'm going to create a redhead duck this time. Give it some bling. And now just to show you how these ducks behave, if you click on them, you get their background turns to the color of that duck. So the mallard turns to green, the redhead turns to red, and the rubber duck turns to yellow, and so on, according to the specification. You have to explicitly click off of them to get back to the white background. You can make the ducks fly, okay, and you can see the blue border appears when the duck is flying. Same thing when the duck quacks. All right, and again, you can see that blue border appears for 2 seconds. And if the duck joins the welcoming committee, the DuckSim welcoming committee, a little W appears in the corner here. I probably should have used something other than cyan. That's kind of light. But what happens there? Actually, let me delay that one. When the duck is captured, it cannot fly. Okay, so nothing happens. The blue border does not come on. Same for quack. The blue border should not come on when the duck is captured, when it cannot quack or fly. And then if I release that duck, now it can fly again. Okay, and now it can quack again also. Okay, just like normal. And I can keep capturing it and releasing it with the same behavior. So I'm not going to capture that one for the redhead duck. I'm going to join the welcoming committee. We'll see what that is in a second. I'm going to capture that, and now I've got the redhead duck captured, and on the welcoming committee, I've got the mallard duck on the welcoming committee, and I'm going to go ahead and create a new duck. Let's create a goose, and let's give the goose some bling. And you can see that the mallard duck says welcome, because it's on the welcoming committee. The redhead duck is on the welcoming committee too, so it says something, but since it's captured, it says beware. Okay, and as soon as I click off something, or as soon as I redraw the screen, basically that goes away. So I just selected the goose, and there it is. All right, and the goose can fly and quack, so the goose uses the adapter pattern. So if I say quack, it calls through to the goose is honk method, get honk method. And I think I'm just going to keep it like that. I can delete ducks also. But actually, I'm going to create one more. I'm going to do the rubber duck. Okay, and these geese were on the welcoming committee, so they say welcome, beware. So that all works as expected. So now I'm going to select the mallard duck, the redhead duck, and the rubber duck. And now if I hit the Create New button with ducks selected, I'm going to get a composite. All right, so I'm going to do that now. And I get this flock duck, which comprises the mallard, the redhead, and the rubber duck. Okay, so it just shows the first 3 letters of each, the first letters of each of those 3 ducks. And I am going to well, I have to deselect them. I was trying to right-click on flock, but I didn't deselect these, so I have to deselect things before I click on something. So I'm going to right-click on flock, and notice that the flock can fly. All right, so you get the blue rectangle, so it's treated just like any other duck. It can quack, and it just says noise because presumably multiple ducks are quacking. And now the interesting thing is these two, join the welcoming committee and capture. If I join the DuckSim welcoming committee, it ensures that all of the ducks in that composite join the welcoming committee. All right. So if I would create another duck here, let's create a decoy duck. Say OK. Then all of these ducks are on the welcoming committee. Okay. And not only that, but since the flock is treated like a duck, it also says welcome. Okay. So I'm going to click, and then the flock's color is black. And the same thing with capture. So if I capture the flock, all right, all the ducks in that flock are going to be captured. See, the mallard duck, the redhead duck, the rubber duck, they're all captured now. And for example, the rubber duck, it never could fly, but if I type quack now, it cannot quack. Now, one interesting thing here is that I can individually release the ducks. So let me do that. Okay, and if I do quack now, then that duck can quack now. The decoy duck is an orange color. And yeah, and then if I release the flock, then all of the ducks, including the flock, are released. And if I quit the DuckSim welcoming committee, then all of the ducks have quit the DuckSim welcoming committee. And of course, you can join them individually. You can capture them individually. That's all going to stay the same. One thing to note here is that some folks have a problem with goose. So when I quack, it should honk. When I capture, it should do nothing when I quack. And then when I release, you have to make sure that that is honk again. Sometimes people get quack up there. That would be incorrect. It should be honk. And that's pretty much it for the DuckSim application.